Hi, I'm Mithilesh. Today we're going to look up applications of trigonometry, the calculation of heights and perpendicular distances. Hope you're all familiar with trigonometric ratios and trigonometric angles. That would be of quite a lot help in this chapter. In this lecture, we'll be viewing some ways in which trigonometry is helpful to us in the life around you. We are going to see how we use calculations, the heights and distances around us. If we have a building and we are asked to estimate its height with a given angle of elevation, we could do that easily. The important terms which we come across here are line of sight, angle of elevation, and the angle of depression. Let's see what they all mean. If this is considered as your eye, this line which is parallel to your sight is known as line of sight. If this is my line of sight and I consider this as some other vector or simply a line, then the angle which it subtends with my horizontal or the line of sight becomes my angle of elevation, which you can call it as E. And angle of depression is just the opposite. If I have a line from here, the angle which it subtends, that is, you can call it as D. This is known as my angle of depression. Hope you all remember the Pythagoras theorem. Let's revisit it again. This is my right angle triangle over here, and this is my acute angle over here, theta. From here, the opposite side is known as my perpendicular P. This is known as my hypotenuse H, and this is known as my base B. Pythagoras theorem states hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square, which in this triangle illustrates AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Let's carry on. There's a lot of application part in the current topic, so let's look into a problem and carefully understand the statements. The angle of depression of the top and the bottom of an 8-meter tall lamp. What do we understand from here? We understand that we are on a higher building or a taller building from which we are looking at an angle of depression to the top of an other building which are at 30 degrees and 45 degrees. So let's make a diagram here. We are situated on this tall building over here. We are watching onto a smaller building over here or a lamppost, whatever it is. Let this be the ground of reference. Remember, that is not the line of sight, it is the ground. So till the top, from here we have our first angle of depression. Since we are here, our line of sight becomes this. So my angle of depression D is 30 degrees till the top. Now to the base, I have a 45 degrees. Remember, this forms a right angle over here. Now if I construct a parallel line from this point and I join this point, this will be a complete square for me, and I have constructed this for convenience. The lamp or the building which is here is of 8 meters. So the opposite side is also 8 meters. I would like to name them as A, B, C, D, and E. Let me assume this as the distance between the two buildings, which will be my Y, and the AC part over here, I assume it to be an X. The angle from here to here is 45, so what will be my angle here? This thing. It will be simply 90 minus 45, which is also a 45. So if I take tan 45, I am taking tan 45 for convenience in order to establish a relation between y and x, as perpendicular by base gives me tan 45 or tan A, which is equal to perpendicular, which in this case is y, by base, which is 8 plus x. Remember, I am consider the triangle A, D and E. So tan 45 being 1, y is equal to 8 plus x. is my first relation between x and y. Similarly, considering the triangle A, B and C, I have a 30 degrees here, so the remaining angle here would be a 90 minus 30, which is equal to 60. So tan 60 is equal to y, which is this line, which is this line. This measure is equal to this measure as both of them are parallel. Y by, only this part is considered as we are considering the triangle ABC. Y by x. Tan 60 being root 3, my y is equal to root 3 into x, which is my second equation. I have a direct relation between y and x, so if I substitute 2 in 1, I would get either y or x. From that, I would calculate this y and x. I would get my distance between the two buildings and the total height of this building. Hope you understood. I would suggest you to practice all the problems in this chapter so that you don't lose marks anywhere in this chapter, as this chapter needs to be understood and analyzing capacity should be more. Remember, practice makes man perfect. Thank you.